I'm Sebastian, and I've been a resident here in Kensington Market for the last 7 years, since 2019. 2 weeks ago, Toronto City Council passed two very significant motions relevant to our community. The first was a member's motion introduced by our councillor Diane Sachs, and it was to unleash $1.2 million in funding for the Kensington Market Community Land Trust to acquire a new affordable rental property. This property will have 26 residential units and 10 commercial units that will be community owned and affordable forever. This is very significant for our community and is deeply welcomed, especially during a time when the stock of affordable housing in our city has been dwindling. The second bylaw that was passed by Toronto City Council was a Bubble Zone Bylaw. So what this effectively does is allows schools, daycares, and places of worship to apply to the City of Toronto to effectively ban protests 50 meters of their institutions. This will impact approximately 3,000 institutions across the city and will fine protesters $5,000 for refusing to adhere to the bylaw. This, given the density of the City of Toronto, will have a very chilling effect on protests and will effectively compromise our ability to gather and organize in public spaces in solidarity with our neighbors. You might be wondering, Sebastian, what does housing rights and protest rights have to do with it? And the reality is, things like affordable housing and supports for low-income tenants have always been something that was not just given to us on a silver platter. Had always been things that we've had to demand for. For example, in 2019, when a developer bought this building at 456 Kensington Avenue, and the developer wanted to evict 12 of the tenants living in this building, our community gathered together by these streets in solidarity with our neighbors and encouraged them not to move out of their units. As a result of our organizing, we were able to pressure the landlord to put the property back up for sale, which allowed the Kensington Market Community Land Trust to work with our neighbors and with the City of Toronto to acquire this building for affordable housing forever. And so, moving forward, the right to protest, organizing, activism, in solidarity with our neighbors for all kinds of causes will always be the bedrock by which we achieve housing affordability in our neighborhood.